Hanluan. I'm dying.
That bridge is really nice to walk on. So there's family there.
Hey guys, it's Gabriel. So a couple of years ago, I started finding myself diving into this phase where I just sort of wanted to explore and do different things with my hair. And it was strange because growing up, I always had like this just very, very short buzz cut hair. My brothers were pretty much the same way. My sister too. I'm just kidding. I never really like complained about it. It was easy to manage. You don't really have to do much when you wake up. I've seen other people like myself that were mixed. Some people had puffy hair, other people had curly hair, and I was just kind of curious like how my hair would be. My hairstyle now, it's pretty curly. The way I get it to be this way is while I'm taking a shower, regular, you know, shampoo, conditioner, all the works. Once I put in the conditioner, I just kind of do like this, which kind of looks ridiculous and stupid, but the mixture of water kind of helps the curls to develop a little bit better. It wasn't until a couple of years ago that I kind of wanted to try to grow it out and do different things with it. There was a point where I was like growing it out all on the sides, like literally just having everything grow out, and I was using gel to like make it curly. And then I kind of got tired of the curls, so I was like, since my hair is grown out, why don't I just, you know, put a flat iron to it and start straightening it? And that put me through a whole different saga and opened me up to an entirely new world of cosmetic stuff. I remember for like an entire year, I was like going to Target at least like every 2 weeks or so, trying out different products, figuring out how to make my hair feel soft and all of these different things. In the beginning especially, like I wasn't the best hair straightening person. I wasn't straightening my hair the best way because I would be like terrified of like burning myself. And of course, you know, it happened plenty of times. So I understood like the pangs of that whole situation. Eventually I got better with it and I felt more comfortable with it, so it became a lot easier. Then I wanted to go back to curly, so my friends were just dealing with so many different changes. It's actually really funny because when I would have the curls, people would be like, oh my gosh, like it's so much hair. When I started straightening it, they'd be like, oh my gosh, I miss the curls. And then when I would go back to the curls, they'd be like, but the straight hair was really nice. I could just never win. So after a while I was like, I mean, not that I ever really changed my hairstyle for other people, but I just found it hilarious. Like whatever style I have now, like that's the style people don't really care for. I remember specifically when I had like my longer hair that was like really, really long, my mom was like, no. And then after I got it cut and I just kind of had like short curly hair, she was like, the long hair was nice. And I'm like, what do you want? And then I went through this period where it was so frustrating to have like hair like on the sides. My head would get really hot, so I was like just shave all the hair, so all on the sides and then the back. It's very short hair, and then I just kind of started growing out the top. Like a year ago, I was straightening it and then I was like, tired of that, and so I went back to curly, and now here we are. So now I'm going back into the phase where I kind of want to change my hairstyle and go back to having straight hair, but there's two different ways that I can straighten my hair. One is to get it chemically straightened. Technically it does permanently straighten those hair strands, and as your hair grows out, the wavy aspects of my natural hair just kind of comes out again. Let's say I were to straighten this hair, it would straighten, but because of the humidity, especially here in Korea, like in a matter of 30 minutes, it will start to like frizz up again, and it's just the worst. So in Korea, if I did get my hair done, I would most likely have to get it chemically straightened. But this is just so easy. Like I literally wake up, shake my hair in the shower, and it's like, ta-da. I don't know, I'm kind of going through that phase again where I've had this for such a while that I kind of want to go back to straight, but now I'm also thinking about my students. They're definitely gonna have a lot to say because they've never seen me with straight hair before. About maybe 5 or 6 months ago, I was going through that phase. It was like winter break and stuff. I was thinking like, should I straighten my hair now? We'll start a new school year soon. I was telling this to my co-teacher. I was kind of telling her my whole process of how I straighten my hair, and she was like, oh, I'll do it for you. And I was like, you're not a hairdresser. She was like, no, it'll be fun. I was like, okay. She's doing the best that she can. The end process is nice if you do it right, but it definitely takes time. My co-teacher, as she was like getting closer to the front, she burned me, and it was strange because it felt like it was only for a second. I was like, ow, and she was like, oh my goodness. And she was like freaking freaking out because, you know, she burned me and she was like, don't tell your mom. I was like, what is my mom gonna do to you? I don't understand. She like ran and like got a frozen water bottle. She put it on my head. And the weird thing is that I burned myself several times in the past, and the times that I've burned myself, like it hurt really, really bad. Like to the point where I was like, I never want to touch these irons again. But this burn, it didn't hurt. She wanted to like put creams and cooling gels on it and just kept telling me to put the ice. Like the ice is what was hurting me. It looked really bad. I was actually really shocked because it was pretty big. I'll show you guys a picture of what it looked like. It was so strange because I was like, I burned myself in the past and it hurt worse, but it didn't leave any marks. But this one barely hurt and it left like a pretty big mark. Over time, unfortunately, it started to heal, but I'll show it to you guys now. If you can see, hold on. Can you guys see it? So that's pretty much what it looks like now. She seemed really concerned about it and she knew that my mom was coming to visit. And when my mom came, I kind of forgot about it. When my aunt was like cutting my hair, like my curls were up and my mom saw it. She was like, oh, what happened? I was like, I got into a fight. Yeah, it was a really bad fight. She knew I was lying. So I told her what really happened and she just kind of went like, the whole reason why I'm making this video is because ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be like that cool kid that goes out and does something crazy and like breaks their leg or breaks their arm and then gets like a cast and all the students like sign and everyone has pity on you, but you still look really cool and then you don't have to do that much homework, especially if you broke your hand. I always wanted to go through those experiences, but I wasn't that brave to do anything that courageous or dangerous. And it's so ridiculous now that, you know, the one scar I have, actually no, I have 2 scars. Oh man, I don't have it anymore. And this one was a stupid one too. I was at a 3-year-old's birthday party and I went on one of those slides. They had like a moon bounce slide. What's ridiculous is that they have you sign these waivers because they're claiming that, you know, kids can get hurt and all these things. So we signed it and I thought it was like the biggest joke, but I actually got like nipped. The slide like really cut me and I had a scar for like a whole year. It was bad. So this one, like it's still there, which is cool, but it's kind of healing. And originally when it wasn't healing, I was like, yeah, it's like it looks so cool. And I think that's what made me want to like cut my hair or straighten my hair even more so that I can like kind of show it off. I don't know, it's just placed in like a cool place and I could just tell people like, yeah, I got into like a really serious fight. Like I was a bad guy. Yeah, now it's starting to heal and I'm pretty sure within a couple months it'll probably be gone. So that kind of sucks, but that's my scar story. So yeah, I got a scar because my co-teacher was trying to help me straighten my hair. The most masculine thing that could have happened to me. Here's hoping maybe one day I'll break my arm or, you know, my leg. My students, like, they now attribute this to me. They see me for several months now, so they've enjoyed like drawing cartoons of me and I just see like the curly hair and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Sometimes when I'm like helping a student, another student will like pull the hair up and they're like, wow. There was a point even a couple days ago where I was like, what if I just shave it all? So it made me like go back looking at like old pictures from several years ago where I did have like the buzz cut. Yeah, I don't know. This took a long time to grow. It's weird because once it's long, like it seems to grow really fast. I was gonna say, comment below, tell me what you think I should do, but I don't think I have enough viewers to even get someone to do something like that. So I guess we'll see what happens. If I look different, then you know I went through with something. Let's hope I get some other kind of scar. Hopefully one that doesn't hurt, which again, I'm glad it didn't hurt, but it looks like it was very painful. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely be sure to subscribe. It helps me out so much. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Zuff678. Be yourself, love yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye. They had to clean the water?
Chlorine it.
Oh, chlorine it. Oh, actually, it's kind of small. It would be an utter nightmare if I dropped my camera in here. Hey, Patrick, there's fish.